The BLovely Breakdown on Financial Literacy is brought to you by Lutheran Social Services of Minnesota through the Get Lifted program, in partnership with the Black Women's Wealth Alliance and the St. Paul Neighborhood Network. Welcome to the BLovely Breakdown on Financial Literacy. This series of short videos are determined to help you with some money issues that we all face. First and foremost, I am not an expert. Just consider me a good friend giving some sound advice. Is that cool? Awesome. In our first episode, we will discuss one of the main issues people face in their finances, the credit score. I know you don't want to talk about it, but we have to. In this episode, you will learn what is a credit score and why it's important, what affects your score, and how to improve it. So, what exactly is a credit score? By definition, a credit score is a numeral expression based on the level of analysis of a person's credit files to represent the credit worthiness of an individual. Lenders use credit scores to determine who qualifies for a loan, at what interest rate, and what credit limits. So in layman's terms, it is a number used to determine what you can qualify for. This number can range from 300 to 850. The higher the number, the more you qualify for. But before we go any further, I have to tell you my own credit score horror story. So, what had happened was I had one credit card in college, maxed it out, and couldn't pay it off. I avoided it for 10 years. I know. Then I tried to apply for credit at a retail store. I was denied, which was okay, but it was the letter that came in the mail that hurt me. It said my credit score was, are you ready? 493. It was a very bad idea to wait out the debt. It doesn't really go away. I repeat, it doesn't really go away, folks. So, here is the first major key in fixing your score. Improving your credit score is about being persistent and consistency. You must be persistent on making sure your bills are paid and are paid on time. The more consistent you are, the more it helps your score. Bills like your cell phone, energy, car payments, student loans, and even your rent can affect your score. Missed or late payments consistently can make negative changes on your credit score. It takes about 30 days for subtle changes in your score to appear. The great thing is, consistency with payments over 3 to 6 months can show bigger positive changes. You have more than just one credit score. Creditors and collectors look at several. There are 3 major credit bureaus: Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. They all have separate scores, but the most important score is your FICO score. FICO stands for the Fair Isaac Corporation. FICO uses numbers from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, but it is not a credit bureau. To get your actual FICO score and learn more, Visit www.myfico.com. You will have to pay for that score. So, now you know a few things about a credit score. Here's another major key. You will need to look up your entire credit report. Yes, I know this could be overwhelming, but it is worth it. Sometimes there are major errors on your credit report, like wrong addresses, debts that aren't even yours, or even old information on debts that have been paid many years ago. The cool thing is this: getting errors corrected and old paid debts removed also helps to improve your score. Visit www.annualcreditreport.com and receive a credit report free once a year. You have a right to a correct report and the right to privacy. No one can obtain your report without your consent. So, let's review. It's important to know your score. Things like your bills, student loans, credit card debt, and even rent can affect your score, especially when they are not being paid. Pay your bills on time and often. It will increase your credit score. Take a look at your credit report and make sure that it is accurate. So remember, Miss BLovely, has had her own credit score horror story with a score of 493. Hey, it was a start. And now it is 670. And you can do it too. I believe in you. No, seriously, I do believe in you. You got this. So, did you learn something today? Well, I hope so. I've been there. It was a bad feeling, but you don't have to stay there. So I'm glad that we had this talk. I hope these few tips can help. You have been watching the BLovely Breakdown on financial literacy. I'm your host, Miss BLovely. Take care and spend wisely.